Hello, this is James. I was just about to sit down for a little bit of early evening pottage, and there is still some mess over there on the floor where it exploded out of my mouth when I checked the Forbidden Limited list on my phone. So let's talk about this new ban list updates. Thank you, Konami. Thank you. All right, so let's look at our skill rebalancing first. We have Trick of the Sleeve. Arcana is a self-proclaimed master of the Dark Magician. Therefore, we will change this skill to better reflect his character. Your starting hand. All right, so it's the same. Level 7 or higher Dark Spellcaster randomly selected from your deck will not activate if he doesn't have such a monster. Cannot special summon effect monsters during your first turn. So they're playing around the Dark Magician. If you're in like silver rank, gold rank, you're still staying loyal to the Dark Magician. You're not playing Yami Yugi for some reason. You can play Dark Magician with the ancient rules. You can special summon him, no problem. But no more Blue Eyes Arcana turn 1 making those plays. I don't know if that kills Blue Eyes. I also don't think that Blue Eyes was a problem, and I don't think that Blue Eyes will be a problem after this new ban list. Remember, all right, it was just me, but it was so embarrassing that I need to share it. Does that make sense to anybody? All right, and then also Last Gamble. This skill is capable of easily gaining a huge advantage, so we will make the activation conditions harsher. Guns. Oh, guns. Picked a good time. Picked a good time to leave Duel Links. No! It's never a good time for guns to leave Duel Links, but I know that this is something that was near and dear to him. Can be used from turn 7 onwards, so no longer turn 5. Reduce your life points to 100. Shuffle 2 cards from your hand into the deck, then roll a die. Draw cards equal to the number rolled. Skill can only be used once per duel. So instead of surviving till turn 5, you're surviving till turn 7. It's extra 2 turns. I know that this is a favorite of the Bust-a-Nut Blader decks because if you're able to get up until turn 5 and then you have an unbreakable board, it doesn't matter that you only have 100 life points unless the opponent is running Chain Reaction. But not everybody's running Chain Reaction, especially after that KC Cup nonsense got sorted out with Chain Reaction being added to the chain links. I think that this is good. Honestly, the Trick of the Sleeve, we've all expected this for probably 4 months now. They were always gonna they let us have the busted skill, and then they go back and say, oh no, Proto Cyber Dragon is meant to, special summon Cyber End Dragon, not for literally every other use but that. And now Trick of the Sleeve it's not busted down to Dark Magician. You can still use it with Cosmo Brain. It's just more difficult. You have to wait the turn to make those Blue Eyes plays. Which, since everybody has 3 Canadia, 3 Floodgate now, it's completely conceivable. And I like the Last Gamble change because now to make a Last Gamble deck, you're not just trying to cheese until you're not just trying to wait until turn 5 for the Last Gamble cheese. You have to make a coherent deck, and then now and then on turn 7 you have the option to make that grand play after weathering the storm. But that's not what we're here about. We're here about the new Forbidden Limited List implementation details. Oh, pull. KOA'KI MEIRU Maximus limited to 1, and that's not all. Iron Core of the KOA'KI limited to 2. This is devastating. I think KOA'KIs are done. KOA'KIs are dead now because okay. So if you don't know, basically the way KOA'KI MEIRUs work is their 3 money cards are Maximus, Iron Core, and Urnite, which is not pictured and will never be pictured because it's a box super rare. Never be pictured on the Forbidden Limited list. So If you get a hold of 2 of those cards, you use Grit, you use Paleozoichnadia, you use Floodgate Trap Hole to buy yourself 2 or 3 turns to draw one of the 6 cards in your deck that will basically give you game. Because, for example, if you have Maximus, if you have Core in your hand, all you need is Urnite, and then you can either draw your Urnite or you can draw your Diamond Core of the KOA'KI MEIRU, which just gives you, you know, some extra security in case your opponent has an extra trap that you weren't able to deal with your lethal damage inducing full board of very, very beefy monsters. And with these nerfs, not only are we removing Trunade, Econ, well, nobody used Treacherous, but Treacherous from the KOA'KI MEIRU pool, we're also reducing the number of money cards by 3. So it used to be you could have 9 money cards, 3 Urnites, 3 Maximus, 3 Core, oh no, 12 money cards, yeah. 3 Core, 3 Maximus, 3 Urnite, and now you can only have 9, which, you know, it greatly reduces the consistency of this deck. So if you still want to play KOA'KI MEIRUs, I mean, to be honest, after it'll be like 3 months of KOA'KIs, if we could do one more King of Games with KOA'KIs, or just get in the position with them. But after a week of the KOA'KI MEIRU cheese, I'm like, okay, I get this. You get the lineup. You get the Urnite into Core, into Sandman, and then Core into Maximus. Kill, win, get high, KC Cup, DP. But I'm sick of it. And there's no way, like, you know, I like that I like this new text, because what they said, what they used to say, the explanation text, what they used to say is that we're doing this to make the game more fun, but here they're just saying we're limiting this card because it lets you end duels in 1 turn, and that's not interactive and that's not fun, and I agree. We're semi-limiting this card in order to make KOA'KI MEIRU decks less consistent. Yeah, they're just laying it out there. Again, instead of 12 money cards, we have 9 money cards, and you know, I think that's for the best. But you can't tell me that Konami, when they were testing the KOA'KI MEIRU decks before releasing them in Duel Links, weren't able to find, you know, the battle line strategy. So this is it's KOA'KIs. They're just the new Sylvans. They're just the new for hires. Konami, they're gonna let you have a pretty busted deck on the cheap for 3 months, and then they're gonna take it away. They're gonna totally kill the deck. They're gonna hard nerf, and it wasn't even like for hires, because for hires got the progressive nerfs. Here we're already at for hire nerfs. 1 essential card limited to 1, like the big boy limited to 1, the Dyna for hire limited to 1, and then I mean, Iron Core of KOA'KI MEIRU is actually what most concerns me, because, you know, I was ready for KOA'KIs to be nerfed, but I was looking forward to them having new life as Xyz monsters. So I'm like, okay, Maximus limited to 2, KOA'KI MEIRU OTK off the table, and then in September, when we hopefully get Xyz monsters, we can have Urnite. Urnite's a level 4, and then Iron Core brings out another level 4, and then that's going to let us overlay for rank 4 very easily. But like, that's in doubt now, because we're down in Iron Core, and that deck can't use enemy controller, and Konami's very reluctant to take things off the ban list once they're already on the ban list. But that's for September. We don't have to worry about that now. We're also getting Spellbook of Eternity, just I think very light tap on the wrist for Silent Waifu spellbooks, and then Samurai Skull limited to 2. Basically, you know, if you're hardcore in the vampires, you just replace your Samurai Skulls with your Gozukis. But now vampires basically can't use, well, cheap vampires can't use enemy controller. They can't cheese you out in that fashion. So that's going to be good information for when you're playing against vampires. If you see Samurai Skulls, you don't have to worry about the econ tech. But of course, people that are committed to the vampires. The vampires also have they get the battle line out. They're like KOA'KIs. If they're once you see, people committed to the vampires will just use Gozuki, which is very similar, and that's it. That's the ban list. I wanna very briefly go over how the ban list works. So we go to card catalog, and by the way, this is how you check the ban list. You go to card catalog, and then card catalog doesn't. Oh no, Duel Links is not responding. Okay, so we go click down here to Forbidden Limited. All right, and basically, again, I know how to play Duel Links. All right, so these cards is she one of. You can only play one of them, but you can have you can pick 3 cards from this list. You can pick 1/1 and 2 of any of the 2s, but they don't conflict with anybody. So I am going to return to my early evening pottage and clean up the mess that I made. Thank you for watching.